Hello folks, today I am going to analyze an tech Instagram influencer Instagram account. This was a task assigned to me as a part of my Codebasics Virtual Internship. Let's get started. These are the goals of the project, which are understand engagement trends across different post categories, identify which content type, images, reels, carousel generate the most interaction, analyze factors like likes, comments, shares, and saves to determine what drives engagement, detect patterns in followers growth and content popularity over time. And the last one is provides data driven recommendations for influencer and businesses to improve their overall reach. These are the data collection. We had dim date helps track performance across weekdays, weekends, and monthly trends. Fact account captures profile visits and followers growth over time. Fact content provides detailed insights into post performance and engagement. From reels to carousel, every content type is tracked for reach and impact. Structured data enables in depth analysis of content strategy and audience behavior. These were the questions which were a part of which I am going to answer all these questions, which were how many unique post type exist in the dataset, what are the highest and lowest recorded impressions for each post type, which posts were published on weekends in March and April and exported to CSV file. Fourth one was what are the total profile visits and new followers per month, which post category received the highest total likes in month of July, how many unique post categories exist each month and their counts, what is the percentage breakdown of total reach by post type, how do post categories perform in terms of comments and saves per quarter, which are the top 3 dates in each month with highest number of new followers, and the last one is how do post types compare in terms of total share on a weekly basis, and we have to save this as a stored procedure. So here's the first question, unique post category per month. This is the SQL query which we have written, and this is the output. Here we can see in January earphones, mobile and smartwatch. These are the post category names and these are the post category counts. And the overall insights which we can draw from this query is earphone, mobiles and smartphone categories appear every month, indicating a steady demand for these tech products. As we can see, these three products were in every month, so these were included in the consistent category. Expansion in April, other gadgets, other technical gadgets category was introduced in April and remained throughout the following months. This suggests influencers started diversifying content beyond core categories. Basically, which were their core things like smartwatch, telephone, etc. They have started going beyond their reach. Seasonal trend, tech tips emerged in May and remained for the rest of the year. This could indicate a growing interest in educational content around mid-year. We can see in April, almost from April May, new session starts to begin. So for that, there can be an educational growth. So thereby there because it was an increase in the tech tips. And the last one is the content strategy implication. Influencers might benefits from posting more educational content from May onwards while maintaining core strategy categories throughout the year. This is the second question. How many unique post types are found in the fact content table? This is the query which we have written, and there were total 4 unique post types, which were Instagram images, Instagram reel, Instagram video, and Instagram carousel. And this is the third query. We can see what are the highest and the lowest recorded impression for each post type. Here we have used the max min for calculating the highest and the lowest. As here we can see, Instagram images had around 1,29,694 impression, and lowest were 23,367 impression. The insights we can take out from this query are: Instagram reels dominate, highest reach was 3,39,708 and minimum were 87,570. Best for engagement, Instagram images performed well, strong impressions, the maximum was 1,29,694 and minimum was 23,367. Instagram videos show moderate reach, decent performance was there. Maximum was only 73,321 and minimum was 8,741. Image carousel underperform, lowest engagement among all compared to reels, images and videos. The maximum was only 9,677 and minimum was 3,264, which is quite less as compared to reels, images and videos. This is the fourth query. The question was extract and export all posts published on weekdays in March and April into a separate CSV file for analysis. So these was the format in which we were asked to give the output of this query. First is the date, second is the post category, post type, video duration, carousel item count, impression, reach, shares, followers, like, comments and save. And specifically they were asked for the month of March and April. Therefore we have used month, date 3 and 5, and week, and for weekdays it was asked, so therefore we have used day number 5 and 6. And the insights we can draw from this query was: highest engagement, weekend posts saw strong impressions and reach. Reels lead, Instagram reels had the highest engagement. As we have seen, it was 3,39,708 impressions. Video performance well, strong response, especially in the tech and the gadget field, which was 2,33,182 impression, which is quite impressive. And carousel lowest impression, it was 9,677 compared to other formats. Popular categories was of smartwatches and gadgets performed the best. And let's go to the next query. Here we were asked to generate a report that provides monthly statistics for our account, including the total number of profile visits and new followers for each month. So here we have each month, April, August, February, and the total profile visited and the new followers gained. So here we can see peak engagement was in May, highest profile visited, it was around 1,06,571, and in that month we gained followers which were approximately 66,984. Strong followers growth in June, which was 76,942 new followers gained in the month of June, despite slightly lower visit as compared to May. July and September performed well, above average visits and follower growth. Lowest activity in Feb, which were only around 20,000 visits and 15,000 followers gained. Engagement driven growth, higher profile visits lead to more followers. We can also say in Feb the visits was overall low because at that time most people or students have exams, boards exam or any other end term exams. Therefore, it might be not a greater factor, but a factor to be considered. Why in February the visits and the followers were less as compared to the remaining months. Now we going to the sixth query, which was, can we get the total likes for each post category in July and rank them in descending order? So therefore, which we were asked for specifically for the month in July, therefore we have used the month date 7 here. And post category, we can see there were mainly 5 post categories, which were other gadgets, tech tips, mobile, earphone and smartwatches. And the total likes for other gadgets was 26,519, tech tips was 20,296, mobile was 16,338, earphone was 14,435, and smartwatch was only 3,918. So the overall insight which we drawn from this query was, highest engagement other gadget received, which was 26,519. Strong interest in tech tips. Tech tips secured 20,000 likes. Mobile content popularity. Mobile post attracted 16,338 likes. Earphones and smartwatches had relatively less engagement as compared to other gadget and tech tips. Content strategy we should focus on is on high performing categories while experimenting with new approaches for less engaging topics, like especially for the smartphone and the earphones. We should create different strategies so that the engagements for especially the smartwatch should increase. This is the another question which was asked, percentage distribution of total reach across different post types. So we here is the query, and here we can see the total reach for Instagram reach is tremendous. It is around 53 lakhs 79,091. For images it was 18 lakhs 66,381, and for videos it was 14 lakhs 22,300, and for carousel it was only 60,465. So therefore the percentage we can see, Instagram had 61%, images had 22, approximately 21%, the videos had 16%, and carousel were only 0.7%, which is tremendously low. Guys, we can see this was basically the main concern, and we should really focus on why this category is performing so low. Let's move on to the another query. These were the insights which we drawn. As I have told you, Instagram reel had the highest, which was 61.63%, images had 21.38, videos had 16.30. Reels outperform all the post categories by a significant margin. Yes, we can see here it is 62 approximately, and here it only 21, 16, and it is not even 1%. So yeah, reel outperforms all the rest categories by a magnificent number. This was the another query. Generate a report showing total comments and saves for each post category grouped by quarter wise. Here we have all the different categories: earphone, laptops, mobile, other gadgets, smartwatch and tech tips, and these are the quarter wise. Since we were asked to group by according to the post type, therefore you can see the quarter is 1 2 3 1 2 3. And the insights which we have drawn from this query are, mobile category had the highest engagement, peaking in quarter 2 with 2,313 comments and 17,207 saves. Smartwatch engagement spiked in quarter 2 with comments rising to 1,358 and saves reaching to 12,581. Tech tips performed best in quarter 2 with 2,201 comments and 17,649 saves. Other gadgets saw a major dip in quarter 3 with comments falling to 964 and saves declining to 4,570. Earphones and laptops steady engagement with minor fluctuation across quarters. So here we can see the overall quarter 2 is best for all the different categories like mobiles, smartwatches and tech tips. Let's move on to the next query we have. This is the query 9, which was asked top 3 dates in each month with highest number of new followers. Here we were basically asked for each month the top 3 dates on which the new followers had the maximum gain for the social media account. For every month we have here represented, and the insights which we drawn from this is June 30 saw the highest follower spike with 6,987 new followers. May 8 and May 20 also had strong growth with 6,337 and 4,782 followers respectively. May and June showed consistent high growth, likely due to the campaigns. Plus, we also know in May, June, mostly students or the young age had summer vacations, though even if we are in college or in schools. So that is one of also a factor which had impact of such increase in the followers in the month of May and June. February and August had the lowest spike days with 2,737 and 1,885 new followers. So again, according to me, in month of Feb and August, mainly have in the month of Feb we mostly have the final year's exam, and in August September we have basically in school and colleges we have the quarterly exams. And the last is follower spike mostly occurred at the month end, suggesting time based engagement trend. So here we can May and June we can see the month end for overall was the increase in the trends in the number of followers in the month end as compared to the starting of month. So we should also analyze why is that we have new followers increased growth in the later half of the month as compared to the first half of the month. And this is the last query I suppose, which was asked create a stored procedure that generates a report of total shares by post type for a given week. So this is the stored procedure which I have created by the name get total share by week, and the output which is shown here is of total share by week of week number 14, which was Instagram reel 178, Instagram reel was 866, and Instagram images had only 382. And the insights which we have drawn from this query is videos and interactive posts like carousel consistently receive the highest shares. Weekly trends receive specific days with peak engagement and sharing activity. Low performing post types indicates the need for improved content strategy and optimization. Engaging formats such as carousel and short clips significantly boost credibility. Here the short clips means the reels. Adjusting post frequency and timing can enhance the overall audience reach and impact. So based on all the queries which I have answered just now, here I have an overall recommendation based on all the queries and the insights which we have drawn. This is an overall summary which I have made. It is post type optimization. Prioritize videos and carousel as they drive the highest engagement. Reduce focus on low performing post types or experiment with different formats. Content strategy. Post interactive and engaging content like example polls and quizzes to boost share. Schedule post during peak engagement periods identified from weekly trends. The trends we have identified in the weekly trend, so we should try to focus basically to post in that duration and that in that duration of week time. Audience targeting. Analyze the demographics of high engagement post and tailor content accordingly. Used personalized content to target inactive or low engagement audience. Posting frequency and timing. maintain a consistent posting time schedule to retain audience interest, experiment with different posting time to optimize reach and engagement improvement, encourage user interaction by adding CTAs, call to action in caption, leveraging trending topics and hashtags to increase visibility. So this is overall recommendation according to me for this Instagram account to overall his growth and reach. So thank you guys for seeing this video till here. If you have any question based on this data and the presentation I have presented here, I would love to have any questions. If you want to ask, drop down the questions if you have any in the comment section, and I would love to answer them. Thank you.